Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online on the legendary server. We are back over by Caris Galadon in Lothlorien. We have Bragelin, who should be, just over here to talk to. They're talking a lot. I don't know who it is. These guys. I logged in and immediately my entire chat is just filled with a lot of text and a lot of repetition. But yeah, we're back here. We're going to be back in here for a little while, and then I think it makes sense that we're going to go back to Southern Mirkwood. So when we do that is going to be when I sort of pick up with the remaining of those quests, I think. Because I think we're, one quest away from getting the deed? I think it was one quest. Before we get into everything, obviously we do have our Hobbit gift of the day, so let's have a quick look at that. 50 virtual experience, 100 marks. I think I cleared my inventory a little bit, as you can see. Very much a lot cleared up. And you may notice as well, I actually forgot to reforge it, but I've still got this level 59. I can't deconstruct these. I think it's because they're from the ones you get from the quest, so you can't deconstruct them. But what I accidentally did is I deconstructed. I just lost my escape key, but I deconstructed my level 59 and my level my level 59 and my level 61 by accident. I immediately obviously realised I was a bit stupid. So unfortunately we are stuck with this for a little bit, but as we know, we are only one level away from getting both increased, so hopefully that's something that we can obviously just do at level 65. But I'm gonna put my escape key back on. I like to fiddle with my keys sometimes, and they're very easy to pull off apparently. But either way, it's all sorted. That's really weird. Okay, so we have Chapter 1, Plans of the Golden Host. The first crossing was a success. That means it's time for a second smaller company to cross Anduin. I will bring you to meet with them. After all, you'll be assisting these elves in the transport of Mazog to Dol Guldur, and the way will be fraught with danger. Let me know when you're ready, and I will introduce you to them. I think this is an instance, is it not? Or there's an instance sometime. Yeah, it's this one. I think I remember this. I'm gonna say something about this quest, and if it is the quest, it means that you know that I knew which one it was. There should be a lot of cobwebs at the end, right? We'll see if I was correct.
The golden host of Lothlorien has crossed the river Anduin, but now a second smaller party must follow in its wake. These are the elves of the Hidden Guard, chosen to bring the prisoner Mazog to the gates of Dol Guldur. Okay,
well, let's go. Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel have determined the elves of Lothlorien must stand allied with the dwarves of Moria, as long ago they once did. They've been selected a number of elves to oversee the passage of Mazog through Mirkwood to Dol Guldur, where the orc will be exchanged for the prisoners held by the enemy within that fortress. I'll bring you to these elves, the Hidden Guard, as they make preparations. I'm 99% sure this is the quest. I think it is. I kind of hope it is, because otherwise I'll probably look a bit silly. I'm 99% sure. Not 99.9 or 100%, but 99. Maybe 98.9%. But I think these guys, don't they have something to do with the epilogue quest as well? I need to go back on Arkenstone and do those quests, I think. I still haven't done them. Okay, so I think we just have to talk to them all. I petition Lord Celeborn to let me accompany the group transporting the prisoner. He denied my request. Only once the Lady Galadriel spoke to him, he changed his mind. I did not know what she said, but I'm grateful to her for it. Now I'll keep a close eye upon Mazog for the duration of the journey. If he gives me the slightest reason, I will take vengeance upon him. Okay, well, be a little bit calmer. We need him alive. I already know of your deed. You're welcome to accompany us on this errand, though I have my doubts as to its wisdom. It is a sorrow that the dwarves have lost their own to the cage of the enemy, but that is the way of war. Returning Mazog to his ally seems indefensible to me. If Lord Celeborn and Lady Galadriel see value in it, it's not a place of Siglath to question. I mean, I get where you're coming from. It's not good to give them an ally back, but we're after our allies, so it's the only fair trade, I guess, in their eyes. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh no, you'll be a great asset upon this errand. If you were to bring the orc leader to Dol Guldur with the hope we can exchange his freedom for that of the dwarf prisoners, we must do it in secret. Our numbers are not so great that we can resist a determined effort to take him from us before reaching the fortress. I mean, I like to think I'm pretty decent at what I do. The Elves of the Hidden Guard were chosen for their varied expertise in a number of areas. Sigla for his skills in melee combat, and Radif for his expert tracking ability. Were it my decision, I would have left Akador might have let Akador join the main forces of the Maladrim rather than the Hidden Guard, given the recent tragedy of his brother's death. I'm sure Lady Galadriel had her own reasons for speaking on his behalf and believes he will be an important part of the Hidden Guard. I'll bring you to the rest of the company. So he didn't have his special ability, almost like Siglath good at melee, Radir is good at tracking. We haven't really seen or heard what he's good at. And then Isuriel and who else? Kucharon. Is that maybe how you say it? I always get confused with all the little things above the U's and stuff. Strategic oversight of the Golden Host, but she turned it down. I do not exactly know why, but I believe she thought others might be better suited for leadership. Megavanen. I actually know how to say that because I've heard it so many times over the years. It's good to see you again. I welcome you to the ranks of the Thin Guards. The Knights of Siglath, the Bow of Kucharon, the path knowledge of Reddit, and the strong will of Arkador will see this mission through, and the friendship between Moria and Lothlorien will be stronger for it. Have we met before? I can't remember. Let the enemy quake when he learns the approach of the Golden Host, and he will think nothing of the Hidden Guard unless we be at the until we're at the gate of Dol Guldur and demand the prisoners kept there in exchange for the life of Mazog. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm bad at remembering things, so I mean, yeah. We're the Hidden Guard, formed by order of the Lord and Lady, and it's our mission to bring Mazog to the gates of Dol Guldur, there to trade his life for those of the prisoners held in the fortress. Secrecy is our watchword, and surprise is our ally. Isuriel has told me great deeds. I know you'll be a vital member on this journey. Well, everybody's seemingly quite, happy with us being here, so that's kind of cool. It'll be my pleasure to guide the Hidden Guard across the river on this first step of their journey. May it end in victory. Okay, so Radir, the tracker, made the crossing. The door should be just ahead with their captive. Let's greet them and discuss the plans for our journey. I can only see this going well. I hope Rowan and the dwarves understand the importance of this errand. Secrecy of the dwarves of the Iron Garrison are not known for their subtlety. The dwarves and their captive are just ahead. I feel they have been waiting a while. Yeah, subtlety is something that we will need. So let's hope they can do something about that. And Broin, son of Brogan, these are my brother Greyhammer. We go to Dol Guldur to trade the Orc Mazog for the freedom of my cousin Bori. Am I to understand you know the paths of this unpleasant forest? It's not that bad when you go to... Actually, I was about to say, not bad when you go to Northern Mirkwood, but Northern Mirkwood is probably more dreary in some places. The elves of my company, the Hidden Guard, will bring Mazog there by these paths. You'll not make it a league. The Orcs of Mirkwood will descend upon you and free me. I mean, we've been pretty well off so far. I still haven't sorted out my food situation. I do need to do that, but we still got Daleman's Crams. I just, haven't. I'm like one tier behind, so we haven't actually done that yet. He's frightened though it not be of us. It's a strength for we dwarves that frightens him. Yeah, don't be so, happy about yourself. Yeah, I get it. If he's brought there, captured, and used as a bargaining, piece, it kind of shows that he's not maybe as good as he is. And kind of would put him lower in the ranks. Like, it just seems like he'd be looked upon as less than he actually is currently. Like, less of a leader. At last we're underway. If you have faith in these elves, the Hidden Guard, then I will as well. May our journey through Mirkwood be swift, and return trip be swifter, with Bori and the other captives hale and hearty. Okay, technically, I was wrong. But I think whatever the next instance is. I was thinking, like, it's weird to have it at chapter 1. I think it's more for the end of this book. Or this book. But there is definitely something with the hidden guard that ends in cobwebs. I'm 99.9% sure that's the case. Well, 100% sure that's the case. But my 1 to 1.1% that I was wrong was actually I was actually wrong.
Good or ill, we now have no choice but to embark upon this journey.
Okay. May both aims of the Malodrim see a victory in the end. The rescue of the prisoners held by the enemy of Dol Guldur and a delay of an attack out of Mirkwood upon Lothlorien. We will do all we can to see both of these done.
The success of the Hidden God's errand will depend, I think, upon secrecy.
Okay, so we need to find a coffer in Maudhul Ula or Ashur's Malfalug containing information about Mazog. All communications defeat any of the Tagaresh you may find in Merk. If you do, if you return to me any plans or messages that mention Mazog, we can determine how to proceed. If they're aware that we have brought him out of Moria, we need to act quickly to survive. Yeah, if they know he's here, they're going to act a lot differently than if they don't know he's here. So that's definitely something we need to do. So, where are these two potential areas? See, it's difficult sometimes because... like, that's a quest ring, and I think to myself, oh, well, we should go there, and, that's like, we should go there, and we should be able to, that's like part of the coffers or something, but it's not. So, really what we need to do is get on our steed, because we aren't. I think go up here. There should be a couple of enemies around, I'm hoping. Though... if I remember, there were boars up here instead now, instead of like regular enemies. I could be wrong. It could be different. There could be like, there's a backpack. There's an orc leader's coffer, so that's at least something. If we can get the nothing that mentions Mazog. Okay. Well, if we can get that, and we can, because there's no reason for it to actually mention that there's enemies up here, because the only time there would be orcs here would be when we were in the expedition stuff, which we couldn't do this quest if we weren't in the expedition, I don't think. So it's kind of weird that that's the case. I guess we'll go over to here. Yeah, that looks like it's right. Yeah, that's one of the places. So we'll go over there and hopefully get what we need. Surprisingly, not many orcs or goblins around. It's more wargs and Darkwing spies, as we very much know for this. I think, did we pick up those quests? I'm not sure. No, I don't think we ever picked them up. Maybe we should have picked up those quests because... oh, we didn't have really much quest, like, space, did we? Okay, well... at least we're getting some quests, some kills done, which is fine. Getting some... well, they're not actually task items, but there's a chance of it. Yeah, because that was like the boss warg enemy here or something that we have to kill, I think. I like how everybody just keeps walking into me. Yeah, I think we had to kill this guy. But I think if we kill that guy, we might get information from him. Or there might be another coffer around. But I think more than likely it's just a case of kill that guy, he'll have information on him. Now, please don't walk out, because what I want to do is I want to bow him. And I just want to shoot a bow at him so I can just aggro just him. But these wargs seem on a constant path around, like a loop almost, and that's why they kept like doing that. So I'm going to wait for this one to go, because as nice as it is, you know, killing a couple enemies, getting 200 experience, we're not really getting any task items, which is like a big thing if we want to ideally get a lot going. Like, I don't have any task items, I got rid of them all for the sake of XP, or not XP, but for the sake of a lot of them were out of like tier anyway, like wrong area, especially now since we've gone into a new region. But they were just taking up so much inventory space, and occasionally it's nice for me to just take a sort of a reset, I guess. A lot of it went into my vault, honestly, but a lot of them is like cosmetic items and, you know, gift boxes and stuff. And a lot of the time with the gift boxes, it's better for me to just keep them in the box because, for example, like the Mordor stuff, the cosmetics, I would rather have 1 or 2 boxes rather than, 10, 15 cosmetic items that are just randomly in my inventory that I don't really care too much about. And if I really want them, we can put them on through the, we can get cosmetics on by getting another character because they should be bound to account, so we can just make it on another character, send them over, and go with that. Plus cosmetics, you don't really have to worry about as much. I like this hat and I like this cloak, but otherwise I'm not really too fussed, I think, about the cosmetics on here. Later on we'll get some probably nice looking stuff anyway. I think heavy armor not always looks nicer, but cloaks are a big one because I think the cloaks all look relatively the same and I don't think they look too good. Regular cloaks, the cloak we're wearing now is probably a sort of generic design, I guess. But heavy armor, I think, especially later on, it looks kind of cool as well. Plus, we'll eventually get some stuff. Some cool looking cosmetics, I guess. Right. So technically, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, and I guess we can kill this guy again for 8 orcs and goblins. So we should be able to get out of here pretty easily, and then we'll head back and probably I think be done for today. Just means that we can sort of start focusing on, I think there's another instance coming up relatively soon. I don't know how soon, but relatively soon. I'm completely betting on that because this whole me going on and on about how I remember this certain instance with the hidden guard and stuff like that. I'm just oh, eventually it'll show up, otherwise I look a little bit silly, don't I? I'm also working on getting my metalsmith done. I think I said in 149 that I was working on that. I am still working on it. That's another thing that, with me getting rid of my inventory and stuff, sending over my... let's just wait for our health to regen. Sending over all my crafting recipes, or not recipes, but I guess scroll cases, and crafting items, this infused adamant, for example, or this supreme metalsmith scroll case, because the good thing is if I can get ores and stuff and tier them up, the issue right now is getting on level. Okay, well I might as well aggro this one then, so I can aggro all 3. But the good thing about being at this level is I'm getting the scroll cases, like this for example, that give me what I need to make. So does that make sense? That is going to give me a piece of armor that is going to be useful for this character because it's on level for this area. The only thing is, this is my highest level character on the legendary server right now. I'm working on my other characters currently for this, but obviously I need the ores, and we're not we are a prospector, but we're not at this tier. We haven't really done anything. I'm not really planning on doing any sort of crafting stuff on this character itself. So that does mean that I can't pick up these branches or these nodes or anything like that, which is a slight annoyance because... Oh, wow, okay. Just because it slows us down a tiny bit, but we can, from backpacks and stuff, always pick up stuff. If I get a character up here to this level, I can go to, this area, and if we wanted to, I'm sure we can come in here now, especially because these guys shouldn't attack us on sight. We can pick up this backpack, and what's the chance that we get ores from this? We got a heritage rune, and oh yeah, actually, because it's in our carryall, which I kind of forgot I had. We did empty it, but I got some Khazad Skarn, which is then going to be useful to craft the stuff we need for this tier of armorsmith, or metalsmith and weaponsmith. So yeah, that's kind of what the plan is. 1,000, 2,000, not too bad. But that just helps us out over time. Have we got a task item yet? No task items. We are not lucky with this at all. Right, let's go back over here and bring this report. What does this report say? Okay. So they're talking to Mazog, but
Let me see what you have
it's
found.
supposed to be going to Moria, I guess. Yeah, these orcs do not yet know that we've captured Mazog and brought him into Mirkwood. They think he resides still in Moria. The errand of the Hidden Guard remains secret. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Speak to him here if you would and show him that we are doing all we can to make this journey a safe one. His family has grievances with the orcs, and I feel the Greyhammers may do us ill if they do not keep their heads about them. Yeah, we also have an orc that might have a similar, or an elf that has a similar thing, I think.
At last, someone who will listen to me.
Might know it be you. You held in great esteem by Lords Bosi and Broga, and you have proven yourself to the Iron Garrison. You're a friend to the Greyhammers. These elves do not have the experience with orcs that we Greyhammers do. They seem to understand enough that I recount the many grievances my family has suffered at the hands of Mazog and his forebears. But I can tell they think I exaggerate. Do I exaggerate the wounding of my father Thormar at Azanilbizar, who walked with a limp ever after, or the curse levied against my father Tandri by Bolg himself that never ever find it a valuable ore in the deeps? I just want these elves to acknowledge how dangerous Mazog is, even in captivity, and to post a Greyhammer sentry wherever he is being kept. You go back and tell Alfirimbis that my family deserves this honor after all the hurts Mazog and his kins have wrought on mine. Well, I don't see any problem with that necessarily. I just think it's a case of you have to behave. Like, you can't do anything stupid, because that's just going to kick back on you and potentially cause issues. Right.
Mazog will account for all slights in time, both real and imagined.
Radio spoke to me while you sought the dwarf. It's time for us to bring Mazog deeper into Mirkwood. Yeah, so I hope he'll spend more time with his duties and less time explaining various grievances he bears against the orcs. So we've all suffered at their hands and lose no more than the rest. Yeah, I was going to say we have an elf that has similar things. Hopefully that's enough for him. We get a new cloak. That's kind of nice. Well, I say new. Is it better? 129 vitality, so it is a vitality increase, but we lose the max morale. So we are going to have to switch between the two. The might's the same. We do gain fate. We get more vitality, but obviously lose the max morale increase, so I don't know if the difference is there. We lose the max power. Not that I think that's going to be a huge issue. We did have that issue with power before, though. The evade rating and tactical mitigation as well. We'll see how that goes, but it's not going to be a huge issue because we're still getting the same might. Okay, for the next one, we do get a new bit of armor for our boots, which is kind of a good and kind of bad. Like, we get the 5% run boost, which we're currently kind of enjoying. That's an 8% out of run speed boost. Oh, nice. Okay, so I have literally no complaints then, except there is less armor. Oh, I guess because I'm looking at medium armor. 143 might, so we get a nice might increase, of vitality increase as well, which should also help out if this cloak is worse, so that might be worth switching over. Like, if we lose a tiny bit of vitality / health, that'll make up for it, and then we get some critical rating as well. So that'll be nice. We'll accept that quest and do that in the next episode. Let's have a quick look at this cloak, see what that goes. We actually get an increase, so it's worth getting, plus the fate increase. No more might. Like, it's not better might, but we'll get better might from these boots, so that's kind of nice as well. But I think that's going to be it for now then. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Next episode we'll be continuing with that. Hopefully I'll be a little bit closer to getting myself some new armor. Weapons aren't as big a deal because one of them is a legendary one, but I would like to switch this one out if I could. I just want to get a nice might increase and vitality increase. But yeah, that's going to be it for now, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.